talk to you guys a little bit sort of about, what I do, how I got where I am, that sort of stuff. So what he said, I'm touring with Queen's We Will Rock You Tour, which is essentially a Broadway show that's put together by the actual members of the band Queen. So I actually auditioned for them to get the job. But I've been touring professionally drumming for about 6 years now. Just about every possible thing you could, imagine. From, the 80s hair band Nelson, who I'm sure none of you know. Some of the teachers might know. All the way to working with Jerry Lewis, the famous comedian. Just about everything in between. I've played in about 25 different countries, all across the world. I've traveled everywhere from, Vienna to Tokyo, and even Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. And I've traveled, by airplane. I worked on cruise ships for about 2 years, traveling the world. Played for as many as 40,000 people, all the way down to, high schools. And even started my own business, where I'm doing seminars, professional seminars at universities and schools. But the big question, I guess, in what we're talking about in this assembly is what does it really take to succeed? And that's what this assembly is really about. It's about hard work, focus, drive, self-confidence, doing things that not only you didn't think you could do, but other people thought that you could do. So I guess what you really want to think about is, it's essentially everything that you hear from your parents and from your teachers every day about sort of drive and focus. But you have to remember that what they're saying is actually legit. So I'm just going to play a little bit, just for fun, just because I want you guys to hear a little drumming, and then I'll finish talking. Coming up into the upperclassmen, I know it seems tough, and that the odds might not necessarily be in your favor. I graduated with an okay GPA. My ACT was terrible, I will tell you this. I didn't get accepted to a single college I applied for because of my ACT. But I knew that if I worked hard enough, like through auditions and things, I ended up getting accepted to a college. But then I ended up graduating with 2 bachelor's degrees in 4 years, with honors in both BAs, and then went straight from there, working professionally, touring in just about every sort of band. I'm out of breath. Just about every sort of band and thing you could imagine. So I promise you that anything is possible. So things to remember coming from a small town in a small school. That does not mean you have to do small things. I promise you. If anything, use this time to your advantage. You've got a great group of teachers here. I mean, I worked with most of them. Use them to your advantage. Take a one-on-one help. If you were in a school school of 5,000 people, you would not have that opportunity. So use them to your advantage. Learn as much as you possibly can. Don't be afraid to break new ground. That's a big one. I think when I was in school here, I would think I was probably the only kid in my class that didn't play a sport, which is kind of funny. So I spent most of my time playing drums, but don't be afraid to sort of push the boundaries and do something unique. And then, being in a smaller town, in a smaller school, you also have a chance to sort of really focus on your passion or your vocation and figure out what direction you want to go in life. And I think that's really where this small school and this town and this community really helped me, was to sort of focus on exactly what direction I wanted to go and how I was going to get there. So take advantage of your time. Be inspired by the people that we're going to mention today, who are doing exactly what I talked about. They're sort of going above and beyond, pushing the boundaries. So be inspired by them, push yourself, continue striving for greatness, and most importantly, just never give up. All right? Everybody gonna work hard? So yes.